Network, we back in the same. Like, crack in the same, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. More of this good content that we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Yes, that's TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use. Good knowledge you thought you can't get nobody's college. You throw big dog. Tap in with the tap in and make sure you tapped in with the tap in and make sure you tapped all the way in with this good tap in. You feel me? You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe because on Sunday, January the 26th, we're giving away some Chiliana to the live music review. Make sure you are in this live music review. Hit me up on Instagram, TRAPNEWS NEWOR. Trap News Network. Get into that live music review. We're going to give y'all this good Chiliana, man. And when we get to 20,000 subscribers on the new page, on the old page, 20,000 subscribers on the old page, we're giving away some $100 to the best comment. 10,000 subscribers on the new page, $100 to the best comment. You must be in the live to claim your chili. T Young, I already told, we did a whole live about me dyeing my beard, bro. You late. Go back and watch it. It was from like last week. Whenever I got a haircut last is when we did the whole live about me dyeing my video. We did the whole live video about me dyeing my beard. I dye my beard. Yeah, I got the grays out. I think it looks good. Hold on, let me show y'all real quick. Yeah, man, I got all these grays away. Man. I think it look good. I think I look, number one, I'm 35. I feel like without the grays, I look younger than 35. You feel me? And I think that it looks good. I'm going to continue to dye my hair. Yes, I will continue to dye the grays. Yes. So, Rich Trapper dyed his hair? Yes, I dye my hair. We all dye our hair. I'm just the first to admit it. You'd be surprised at how many other content creators dye their hair as well, too. But we finna jump into Officer Rat Run Hunter, explaining why they actually assaulted a man outside of No Jumper. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Involved in the fight. And at one point, now Luce Cannon was one of the guys that was, involved in the fight. And at one point, I think it was Luce that pulled the dude's pants down.
No, I don't think that was Luce.
Oh, that was Luce? It was someone else.
I thought I saw somebody else doing that.
Okay, so I might be wrong.
Somebody
It's
else.
hard to tell from
now,
the video.
you're saying what you saw. This is Super Gangsta Wack. Super Gangsta Wack. Super Gangsta Hardcore Paru Blood. This nigga just said what he saw. So if a DA picks this up, no, it wasn't Lowe's. I saw someone else do that. Well, who did you see do it, Mr. Jones? That's what the DA is going to ask. At that point, Wack is going to continue to snitch, and he going to have the same stupid-ass look on his face right there when he snitches on that man. No, that was Luce. That wasn't Luce. That was somebody else. I saw it. You're dumb, bro. You're fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Why did he get his pants pulled down?
No,
From your point of view.
I think from my point of view, in their mind, it's two people, right? They came up there, right? So I think it went from checking for weapons.
You have to check somebody for weapons a-hole naked? You have to check for weapons somebody a-hole naked? You have to strip another grown man to his penile to check for weapons? He do got that OVO shirt on. Say OV-ho. Say OV-ho. Then step this way. Step that way. Step that way. Step that way. Freaky ass nigga, you a whack 100 god. Freaky ass nigga, you a whack 100 god. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky ass nigga, you a whack 100 god. OVO is everything for you right now. The other vaginal option, for sure. The other victims option, for sure. For sure. Let me hear you say OV-ho. Say OV-ho. If you said it, you a real one. You a real one. You feel me?
To see if you got a weapon on you.
OV-ho's in the chat.
Right? And sometimes, believe it or not, I don't know if you heard Brick Baby in his interview when he had his little...
Look at him snitching on Brick Baby. What you got to bring Brick Baby into this for? Brick Baby at home with his kids minding his business.
Thing with DW Flame and
Business.
Ice, where he mentioned, it fell down my sweats. It fell down my leg, right? So, I think it originally started in them, like, making sure they didn't have nothing on them because the other dude had a backpack. I recall him having a backpack, right? So, everybody's first thought is, when you came up here, there's two of y'all, you gotta have something. That's just their initial train of thought, right? And I think that's really what it came down to, is making sure they didn't miss anything. I mean, I haven't really asked. Think maybe by that time I was pulling off them. had poured off. But I think that's what
Pulled out. Pause. Pause. You thinking about that man who y'all had his little winky out. You was thinking about that, bro. Get your mind off that man's winky. Pulled off and pulled out is not the same thing at all. Your mind is on winky, big dog. Get your mind off that man's winky. Get your mind off that man's winky.
was about, is just kind of making sure nobody had any weapons on them or other sort, you know. And I'm still confused about the other guy. I wish.
And now, so you're saying that Luce Cannon did not strip the man, but you saw who did. You're also saying they did it to make sure that there were no weapons. Nigga, they're going to ask you how you know all these things. Nah, Charlie, you ain't missed nothing. We just still talk about Wack telling the same lies and snitching on himself over and over. We just talk about it in a different way, but the exact same thing. They're going to ask you how you know that these dudes had weapons. Why did you think they had weapons? What do you have going on that would make them have to have a weapon? You said you saw Luce Cannon's homie did it. Well, not, okay, let me take that back. You said that you saw who did it and it wasn't Luce Cannon. So who did it? Why would you think they had weapons? So once you lifted up his shirt and pulled down his pants and you realized that there was no weapon, it's physically impossible for him to, at that point, being on the ground, it's physically impossible for a gun to be in his underwear. Why did you take off his underwear? Interesting.
I knew who he was, because I would definitely like to have a conversation with him to see what the other guy told him, because he came with him, right? Because we've talked to everybody at Dosh Network and got statements from them. All of them saying he has no voice with their company. He was told at 5:50 p.m. that things were canceled at 2:33 and not to go up there. So, you know, I don't know. I'm still confused on why he came.
I mean, but isn't that sort of like a humiliation kind of thing to strip someone naked?
Well, usually, you know, when we use the terminology strip, that means we just took your jewelry and, you know, whatever monies you got on you. You know, like when they say, yo, they stripped him. You know what I'm saying? That's usually when they take your jewelry off of you, your watches, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Whatever money you got in your pocket. I really think in that situation, I think they was looking for firearms.
Right.
So, again, he's a-hole naked. He didn't swing not one time. What made you think he had a firearm? And again, my question is, once you got him to his socks and his underwear, he's on the ground. It's very clear that he cannot move. He is incapacitated. He's knocked out. Why did you take the clothes off an unconscious man? Right.
What was the movie Belly? Remember there was that one scene where I think DMX made that dude strip?
Yeah, but once again,
that's what it reminded me of.
But I'm saying once again.
But a movie versus reality is crazy.
But they did something to the dude, right? They told him to strip, take everything off, right?
Right.
You know, like, bro, you do something to somebody, you turn your back, or you let him get up and get down the street, and he got something on him, you're gonna have a potential problem. I've been in many situations to where we end up taking firearms on people. You know what I'm saying? Because they just couldn't get to it. You know, people be having shit the damnedest places. And I think dude having that backpack or that little sack he had, kind of like, in the way he was talking, kind of probably...
So again, as you sit here and tell this lie like you're just a concerned citizen, if you thought that he had a backpack and you removed him from his backpack, you see there was no weapon in there, you have this man unconscious on the floor, already stripped to his underwear, meaning socks and drawers, why did you take his clothes off? Why did you take his clothes off in that little bitty ass medium Letterman jacket that you're wearing? This nigga's gonna go to jail. And if he don't go to jail, he's for sure gonna have to testify.
Send him there. You know what I mean? But, I mean, at the end of the day, everything about it is humiliating. Anytime you're in a situation where, you know, you getting the short end of the stick, it's humiliating. If you're a boxer in a controlled fight in the ring, you know what I'm saying? We watched Mike Tyson be humiliated, you know what I'm saying? The best of the best. So that's going to be there. I'm just confused, man, because when I come do these things and I go up there with Adam and do our thing, I'm up there because I'm a personality. I'm up there because I have a platform, I have fans, I got followers, and we're conducting business. I'm not going to that place for anybody to come pull up on me like we're going to have a conversation. That's not the place to come try to have a
Yeah, like conversations about Mike Tyson is not going to stop you from going to jail, my nigga. Your dumb ass is finna go to the county, stupid.
conversation.
And again, this is what I want to say. 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 Mullah Mulani says, I don't even like Wack, but you blaming a spectator. Nope, this is a co-conspirator because out of Wack's mouth, he said, when I take 2 steps back, my team knows what to do. You see in the video, I took two steps back, and that's what happened. He got beat up. You see him all on the wall getting beat up after I took 2 steps back. And Wack 100 just said, out his own mouth, Mullah Mulani, you might not agree with nothing that I said, but agree with this. He just said out his own mouth, he just said out his own mouth, Luce Cannon didn't do it. He saw someone else do it. So if that's the case, let's say that Wack is not a co-defendant. That now makes Wack an eyewitness, and he is now going to have to be given a statement on the stand to what happened in that parking lot. So are you a witness or are you a suspect? No almighty. No almighty. That's a fact.
With me at. You know what I mean? Unless we have an understanding, right, that, okay, meet me up there. And I only do that when it's something that's factoring in Adam. I'm not calling nobody up there that's got something to do with me trying to buy a house or buy a car because you never know who's in the building. You know what I mean? I've gotten there and it's a Chicago team there. I've gotten there and 4Xers is there.
Hey, look, last time I had a no-jumper interview, I showed up with my security, and Adam's security was there. And, you know, he's like, I got to frisk y'all. And I'm like, well, my security got a gun.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And he's like, well, he can't come in there with it.
Bullshit.
I'm not coming in there.
Hey, that's
And
a fact.
I was like, you know, if you want to call Adam,
Yeah, he
go
must have
ahead.
known who you was.
Yeah, no, he didn't know who I was. I was like, I'm not coming in without a gun. So either you call Adam or I'm going back to my car.
That's it.
These are the choices. So he called Adam. And Adam was like, no, he good. He brought him in. So yeah, I came in with my gun. You know, not my gun, but my security with his gun.
That's just what it is. And, you know, your guy been with you a long, long time. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I only call people up there that has something to do with some business pertaining to that because you never know, bro. You never know who you gonna cross in that building.
Right, yeah. I didn't know who the hell's in there.
I've crossed people that it might have been an issue with, but I'm going to deal with it different because I'm there on business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If I haven't been hunting you every day leading up to that day, there's no reason for me to trip on you right then and there in that day in that place of business. You know what I'm saying?
Wack is an unconscious rat. This nigga snitchiana. I got 10 minutes until therapy. I'm finna go hit this little blunt that I got sitting right here, brush my teeth and all that, and then I got a Zoom call with my therapist. We up out here to the next one, man. Y'all know the deal. It's red dots to the left.